Well, in the few months leading up to this hearing, we barely heard Brian Kohberger utter a word. But today, the few he said hit hard. Guilty to 4 counts of first-degree murder. And yes, it was premeditated. And still, for many of the victims' families, that was not enough. Nearly 1,000 days after their deaths, the family of Kaylee Gonzalez is fuming. Outraged there will be no trial, no death penalty. Defiant as they arrived at the courthouse hand in hand.
Is this justice?
No.
No?
No. We're going.
Are you guys going to be in the courtroom today?
Keep going.
Some of us will.
Okay.
All ready?
Steve Gonzalez protesting by refusing to go inside. The Gonzalez family wanted prosecutors to amend the deal, requiring Cobberger give a full confession and the location of the murder weapon. That didn't happen. In contrast, Maddie Mogan's family is glad this part of the legal process may soon be over. Her mom and stepdad, Karen and Scott Laramie, support the plea deal, expressing gratitude for the many people they say put the victims first, including the prosecuting attorneys.
Thank you for all your dedicated, diligent, and tireless commitment to justice and the successful outcome reached today. We support the plea agreement 100%. While we know there are some who do not support it, we ask that they respect our belief that this is the best outcome possible for the victims, their families, and the state of Idaho.
In solidarity with the plea decision, the Chapin family, Jim and Stacy Chapin, along with Ethan's siblings, Maisie and Hunter, were also in the courtroom today.
Did you kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being?
Yes.
Emotional as they heard the man who killed their son finally admit out loud he did it. It was painful to watch the agony of the parents and the siblings having to hear the details of how their loved ones died without ever hearing why. But at least for now, it does appear the killer of those 4 beautiful kids will be paying for it with his life in prison. Also today, in Moscow, Idaho, the city's mayor said as this case dragged on, the community had to relive the crimes. With today's guilty pleas, he hopes the city can finally move forward, remembering the lives that were lost and honoring their memories.
Well, finally getting some kind of closure is important. The community was getting a little bit tired of the endless delays that were going on legally, which was all a part of the process, I suppose. But after 2.5 years, pushing 3 years at the time the original trial was projected to end, people were having quite enough of that.
The university has places for the community to come together to heal, including a garden on campus. On the lot where the house once stood, items are still left for the students who once lived there. My colleague Jim Nelson was also in the courtroom with me today, and he joins us. Jim, what were your observations?
Well, the hugs, the cries, the looks on the faces. Joyce, those are the things that struck me. And late this afternoon, we got our hands on a chilling document signed by Cobberger himself outlining what he did.
This was about as matter-of-fact as it gets inside the Ada County Courthouse.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Brian Kohberger, no longer an alleged killer. Wednesday's hearing started under unique circumstances. The judge gave a charged admonishment for people he said waged a campaign of calls and emails urging him to reject the deal.
It's also highly inappropriate. A court is not supposed to, and this court will never, take into account public sentiment in making an opinion regarding its judicial decisions in cases.
He accepted the agreement, which calls for a life sentence and no death penalty. Kohberger cannot appeal.
Did you, on November 13th, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, kill and murder Madison Mogan, a human being?
Yes.
Kill and murder Kaylee Gonzalez, a human being?
Yes.
Kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being?
Yes.
Did you kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being?
Yes.
Hearing Kohberger say it is one thing, but to see it is another. In a document just obtained, he admitted to willful, unlawful, deliberate, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, killing and murder. It was hand-signed by Kohberger himself. In another rare move, the prosecutor revealed the state's trial evidence, cell phone records, surveillance footage of Cobberger's car circling the student's home over and over minutes before the killings, and evidence linking blood at the scene to DNA on a piece of garbage at Cobberger's parents' house.
Mr. Cobberger entered the residence at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho. He did that with the intent to kill. We will not represent that he intended to commit all of the murders that he did that night, but we know that that is what resulted.
Now, the full extent of those details may never be known.
And to that point, it's something we've been talking about. We just may never know the full extent, or more importantly, the why. Joyce?
And Greg and Jessica, we will be back here, King, 5 and 3 weeks for the sentencing, and the victims' families will have a chance to make a statement to tell Brian Kohberger what his actions have cost them. Here in Boise with Jim Nelson, I'm Joyce Taylor. Back to you.